That's right. Who are you? What do you do?
Yeah. So you are Global Head of Sales Enablement here
Yep.
at Snow Software. How many people in the company now?
Well, so I mean, in the last 10 months that I've been on board, we've gone from 480 to 700. By the time we do our second half kickoff, we'll be at 750 employees. We're onboarding 20 to 25 sellers per month. Are going through the Sales Enablement program.
Right. So
Yeah.
growth big time. And
Yep.
in our other interview, when you were telling us all about sales enablement, you were telling us one of the metrics you're measured on is time to productivity.
Absolutely.
And as part of that program, one of the things that was just starting when you joined, because I remember meeting you on your first
Yeah.
day, was this Slingshot program.
Yep.
So, what was? I mean, you didn't know much about it then, but tell me, what was your sort of first impressions then?
My first impression, it's a sound theory, I guess. The less people can use PowerPoint, the better, the more they're going to be remembered, the more spontaneous it is. When you talk about metrics, at the time, our first meeting, the second meeting conversion rate is something around 20%.
Wow.
And that was really the reason that we started working with Slingshot Edge, is because we knew we needed to change something.
So in terms of results, you started off at a 20% conversion rate
Yeah.
from first meeting to continuing in the process. What was the after effect, and what we're about 9 months in now?
We're about 9 months in, and that's upwards at 60% now.
Right.
So we've definitely more than tripled it, and it continues to go up. I mean, our first meetings are typically set up by our partners or our business development reps, and then a third of the effort should come from the direct sellers. And so as we even out those three buckets, 2 out of those 3 buckets are coming in a little bit are warmer for the sales reps, so they should have a higher conversion. Now the funny part about that is it used to be closer to 95% was coming from partners and BDRs before, but the conversion rate was still at 20%.
Right. Is the deal size going up?
The deal size has definitely gone up from the BDRs generated deals. So we've seen the initial transaction size, focusing on value, that's more than doubled. So we were down at about the $100,000 range for BDR generated transactions, and they're up, or BDR identified opportunities, I should say. And that's up at about 224, 227 last time I saw it. So
Wow,
that's
so more than doubled.
More than doubled, yeah.
You were saying the approach before was very much rock up, do a demo.
Oh yeah.
Early on.
Yeah.
PowerPoints, very much focus on product.
Yes.
And what's the change now? What's the kind of topic of conversation early on now?
Well, if we go with the Slingshot Edge, the 3 sides of the triangle, if you will, we focus on understanding what's important to them, and that's different by buyer. So what's their goal as opposed to our goal. We want to sell more widgets off the truck, so we focus more on their goals. And then once we understand what their goals are via the cause to act, then we can present what's unique about Snow and tell stories around how we have solved similar problems based upon the challenges that they're having.
Brilliant. So yeah, you are following it. So I remember the first big session we had together was the objective of building the cause to act story. Now, was there already the concept of a cause to act thing here in the first place?
No.
Right, okay. And it seems to be missing. So 90% of the companies we speak to, it seems to be missing.
Yeah.
So how was that process of building it with you, with sales and marketing?
Well, I had the advantage of being new to the organization, as well as Joe Francis that I mentioned earlier. We were both new, and so we had gone through the process of getting to actual customer value. When you're coming into an organization new, you have the opportunity to play dumb and ask a lot of dumb questions of, okay, we understand you do it this way, but why does it matter to anybody else? And that's really what those sessions, those cause to act sessions were really driving for. Is yes, Snow is a leader in what they do. They're the biggest software asset management provider in the world, but unfortunately that doesn't mean anything to anybody.
No one cares.
Yeah. So, but they do have problems that we can solve. So let's get to the point of, how do we, in initial conversations, draw out those problems? And that's when we got to what you were just talking about, as far as the CIO continues to lose power because the businesses are making decisions around technology without them, and yet the CFO continues to look at the CIO as it relates to control over the IT estate. And so when you start simplifying the message, it becomes obvious very quickly what what the cause to act is.
So you've gone from talking about your world, Snow's world, about the product,
Right.
to talking about the customer's world and the
Absolutely.
fears and challenges that they face. What's the future look like for you and Snow?
We continue to hire, and we continue to grow quarter over quarter. And right now, because we have so many new people, we're really looking forward to the second half of this year when all of this investment in our people continue to pay off. Or actually pays off. We're still running well ahead of revenue from last year, even in the first half. But second half is when most of the training will take hold.
Fantastic. Well, looking forward to coming along on that journey with you.
Definitely.
Clark Green, thank you very much.
All right, thank you.